Now, President John Dramani Mahama has pledged additional infrastructure for the University of Health and Allied Sciences (UHAS) to strengthen teaching, learning, and research following an inspection of the university's multi-purpose laboratory project at its Sokode campus. The inspection formed part of the president's two-day Reset in Ghana tour of the Volta region. Addressing the stakeholders, President Mahama acknowledged requests for additional hostels, lecture theatres, and a library and improved internal roads, assuring the university that government would address the project in phases through the Ghana Education Trust Fund (GET Fund). He explained that the government had restructured an uncurbed GET Fund to increase resources available for infrastructure development in public tertiary institutions.
Um, I don't really know where to start. I mean, a project that started in 2014 and we're in 2026. How many years? 12 years. Really. It will be already over the duration it should have been delivered. It will be over budget. But that's one of the bad things about us. I mean, if we had finished this on time, we would have spent much less money, completing it. Now, I'm sure the cost will be about 4 or 5 times what we originally budgeted to use. But they say better late than never. We want UHAS to be a center of excellence, in the sub-region. An university that is strong on innovation, a university that is strong on research. And I think that laboratories, are exactly what universities need. So I'm happy that we have probably the biggest laboratory complex in the sub-region. And I was happy to note that there is a laboratory that mimics Noguchi for pathogen research and vaccines. You work closely with the National Vaccine Institute. And I think that will be a very important thing because it's paradoxical because several years ago when I was president, we tried to do a vaccine trial in the Volta region and people rose up in arms and drove us out and said they won't allow any vaccine trials here. Today we have a laboratory here where we will research on pathogens, And it was that trial that eventually came up with the Ebola vaccine, And so I'm happy that, UHAS has taken this up.
Now, the Minister for Education, Haruna Idrisu, also announced government plans to establish an additional campus of the University of Health and Allied Sciences (UHAS) in Keta to house a faculty of pharmacology and biomedical sciences. Honorable Haruna Idrisu said the proposed campus forms part of President Mahama's vision to expand UHAS and strengthen the country's capacity to train highly skilled health professionals in specialized fields.
Mr. President, as you've directed, at the policy level, we have noted that they have demand for a hostel facility and an auditorium. That will be given attention into the 2027 formula of the GET Fund. Your 3 female vice chancellors across the country are doing pretty well at the University of Ghana, UHAS, and Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Mr. President, one of your policy visions is for UHAS to manifest its presence in the Keta Angular area with the establishment of an additional campus for pharmacology and biomedical engineering. President Mahama's vision now is not to precede the establishment of a university with a bill or a title of the university, but to precede it with infrastructure. So into 2027, some infrastructure will take place in the Keta area to prepare the grounds for the establishment of the Faculty of Pharmacology and Biomedical Sciences. The President will support them with GET Fund. We had to revise the bills and quantities because a contract awarded in 2013 will not be a good incentive enough for the contractor to be at it in 2026 if uncompleted. But Mr. President, this is your own vision you birthed with President Mills, and therefore will be deliberate and intentional about the expansion and responding to the needs of the university. I thank you.